Oh, that's recording.
Scholars, we welcome you to our National Honor Society induction ceremonies on a cold, wet, kind of gloomy day. Despite all that, I can start tonight by saying it's always a great day to be an Eagle. Yeah. Tonight we recognize the elite scholars of our school because of their academic excellence, strong leadership, good character, and noble service to Carl Sandburg and to our community at large. They have earned the privilege of membership into a prestigious organization like the National Honor Society. It is important, though, to remember, and in some ways even imperative to remember, that with the honor and privilege of NHS membership comes high expectations and responsibility to sustain your commitment to the NHS pillars throughout your high school career and beyond. To help make that point, I quote from a poem written by our famous namesake, Carl Sandburg. In the work titled, "The People, Yes," Sandburg's speaker poses the question, the people, yes, out of what is their change from chaos to order and chaos again? Scholars, you have brilliantly and diligently qualified for membership into the NHS. Sometimes the balance between academics and other commitments may seem chaotic, but you have managed to order and reorder your lives time after time after time. You see and realize change not as chaos, but as opportunity to be better. Because of that, we are better. Because of your strong leadership, your commitment to learning, and your willingness to lend a hand whenever it's needed, you have amplified not only your individual experiences, but also our school's long and rich history of academic accomplishments. For that, we are extremely proud. Keep up the great work, Eagles. Be true to the four pillars and to the honor bestowed upon you tonight. At this time, it is my distinct pleasure to introduce to you the Superintendent of Consolidated High School District 230, Dr. James Gay, whose leadership and guidance continues to result in rigorous and relevant instruction and learning for all of our students. Dr. Gay.
Great night, as Mrs. Baker said. Regardless of the weather outside, this is very, very special, and we love coming to these events to share and just really honor the amazing, amazing students we have in District 230 and specifically Sandburg High School. So tonight we're going to honor 130 Sandburg Eagles for exemplary commitment to scholarship, service, leadership, and character. And I'm glad the students are in front of us as we speak to them, because it's through your actions you have earned the extraordinary recognition of induction into the National Honor Society. You have shown through ambition and pride that you have what it takes to succeed no matter what path you choose once you leave Sandburg High School. You've also shown that you strive to make an impact in your school, your community, and hopefully the world. As we celebrate tonight, I ask you to reflect on those who helped you along the way. Your family, your friends, your teachers, coaches, and sponsors have played a very important role in helping you become the person you are today. Their support, encouragement, and love have helped you achieve and will continue to guide you in years to come. Now, in addition, there are 7 members of our community's commitment to dedication to the school board services deserve recognition. Now, I know our student introduced them, but I may give you a name to a face. So please join me in welcoming and thanking some of our board members who made it here today. And again, I'd like to reintroduce our president, Mr. Rick Noble. Moving to our vice president, Mr. Grassley. And board member, Mr. Tony Saratori. And throughout the district, The administration plays a very important role in fostering successful schools that produce the successful students that we're honoring tonight. And again, I'd like to reintroduce Mr. John Lavelle, a very important position, our Assistant Superintendent for Business Services. My colleagues, supportive teachers, and staff in schools directly influence the quality of instruction in our classrooms across the district. So on behalf of the district administrators, I'd like to thank each of you for your ongoing commitment to our schools. Now, tonight, you will hear the words over and over again of scholarship and service and leadership and character. And these characteristics have been associated with the National Honor Society for over 95 years. Very prestigious organization. And your induction tonight shows that you have reached far beyond what is asked in the classroom and have exemplified those attributes. It is my hope that this achievement will inspire you to further develop these characteristics as you complete your education here at Sandburg High School and you enter the next chapter in your life story. I personally congratulate each of our inductees on the recognition you worked so hard to achieve. And I thank those who have supported your growth along the way. I wish you well and the many great accomplishments that still lie ahead. Congratulations, inductees.
Stevens, and I serve as Treasurer of the National Honor Society. I would like to share a brief history of the National Honor Society. The National Honor Society is the nation's premier organization established in 1921 to recognize outstanding high school students. It is more than just an honor roll. NHS serves to honor those students who have demonstrated excellence in the areas of scholarship, leadership, service, and character. It is estimated that more than 1 million students participate in activities of the NHS chapters in all 50 states. Chapter membership not only recognizes students for their accomplishments, but also challenges them to develop further through active involvement in school activities and community service. Locally at Sandburg, our members serve the school and community in a variety of ways, many of which you will hear this evening. We have a few traditions here at Sandburg, one of which is the inductees being escorted across the stage by a current member of NHS in order to symbolize the unity of the induction classes. We also have a candle lighting ceremony to represent each of the 4 pillars of NHS. The candle in the middle is lit to honor those NHS members who have come before us. Now it is my pleasure to begin the candle lighting ceremony by lighting the center candle representing all previous induction classes. It is my pleasure to ask Caroline to return to the podium to light the candle of leadership.
As high school students, what do we really know about what it takes to be a leader? Each of us spends our days inside of a classroom, instead of as a CEO of a Fortune 500 company. However, over my past year in National Honor Society, my vision of leadership has expanded. Being a leader means being someone that others look up to and can learn from. Leadership is not about what positions you hold, captain of the debate team or president of NHS. Instead, leadership is about guiding others through everyday life. Whether you are dedicating your time to tutor underclassmen in the Math Resource Center, guiding discussion inside the classroom, or encouraging a teammate to strive for their best in the fields, each of these activities qualify as a form of everyday leadership. Although we are still attending high school, each of us exemplify the qualities necessary to be a leader. All successful leaders embody honesty, empathy, confidence, integrity, and accountability. Equipped with these tools, each of us leaders can carry out our main job, which is to inspire participation in the quest to guide others. To be an impactful leader, we must utilize the example of our mentors, including parents, teachers, coaches, and friends. Through the guidance that these people have given us, we can extend their impact to help others accomplish their goals, continuing their positive influence to future generations. No matter where our futures may take us, we must live intentionally, staying true to the qualities that enabled us to be leaders today, in order to continue to be leaders throughout our future. So, as 16 and 17-year-olds, we do know what it takes to be a leader, and I am confident we will continue to be leaders wherever our lives may take us. I would like to introduce National Honor Society Co-Treasurer Samantha Worshel, who will be lighting the candle of service.
Tonight, the third candle we light signifies service. In National Honor Society, our purpose is to stimulate a desire to render service. As Gandhi said, the best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. Through our society, we work together as a group to perform service projects. However, service is not just the classic community service hours you might think of. Service comes in a variety of forms and can be as simple as helping others on a daily basis. As a member of National Honor Society, you will find yourself serving the school in many ways. Some examples include being a student aide in the literacy lab, cheering on our sports teams at their sectional or state level meets, or volunteering on the first day of school for freshmen and helping them find their classes. As a student, you have the opportunity to get involved in one of Sandburg's many service clubs, such as Environmental Club or Key Club, and you should encourage others to join you. It is important to serve in the halls of our school every day, because as members of National Honor Society, we are the role models of our school. We must set a good example for the rest of the student body to follow. As much as service is important in school, it extends far beyond the halls of Sandburg, and we must serve our community as well. In our society, we organize many drives and activities to benefit community organizations. For example, every year in the winter we hold a toy drive for the Treasure Chest Foundation, and we are their second largest donor. Also, in the spring, there is a blood drive to benefit the Heartland Blood Centers. These acts of service benefit the community and are simple things that you can take part in to make a difference in the lives of others. Inductees, I challenge you to find service in your own way to represent yourself and our society in a positive light. I encourage you to take part in the organized service projects through our society. Service in National Honor Society is not about collecting the most hours or meeting the bare minimum. It's about making a difference in the Sandburg community and outside communities. Whatever you do, do not wait to go out and serve others. Cherish every moment you have in National Honor Society. Take advantage of as many learning opportunities as you can in whatever form they present themselves. Give sincerely, make good decisions, and always be true to yourself. I wish you the best in your future endeavors and cannot wait to see your future successes. Congratulations on this exceptional achievement. It is my pleasure to introduce Ryan O'Neill, co-president, who will be lighting the candle of scholarship.
All of you have experienced a point in times when learning is not a chore, but a desire for knowledge and understanding, a desire for deeper meaning. I know for the seniors and parents in the room going through college applications, scholarship is a word that seems all too familiar, but that's not what I'm here to talk about. The pillar of scholarship is not only encountered in the classroom, but also in our daily lives. To be in attendance tonight, you all needed to have a certain GPA and achieve academic excellence. Now, don't get me wrong, your success in school is incredibly important. But what is more important is what we decide to do with our knowledge and abilities. Through National Honor Society, there are opportunities that present themselves so that you, as new members, can take advantage of. For example, by tutoring in any of the 4 academic help centers, you can spread the knowledge you have gained, making a difference in someone else's life, and in turn, further improving your own scholarship. As the saying goes, you only truly know something once you can teach it to someone else. Scholarship is founded on academics, but it is more than just getting straight A's. Pursuing knowledge is a powerful skill and is even more rewarding when it is not for the sake of a grade, but rather for the sake of learning. Our ability to learn and grow does not stop when we are finished with our academic careers. It sounds cliche, but we should strive to learn something new every day, whether it's a fact about your favorite food or something that completely alters your mindset. Through scholarship, you can use logic and creativity to make predictions and come to conclusions about the real world, not just memorize facts out of a textbook. As a member of National Honor Society, you are expected to be a scholar. But don't just bury your head in your books all day. Instead, apply your knowledge in the real world. Make mistakes, but don't back down. That is how you gain worthwhile, significant, and useful knowledge to improve your mind and improve your life. By following the pillar of scholarship, maybe you'll even get some scholarships in the process. Gladly, I welcome Vice President Elise Calzaretta to the podium to light the candle for character.
The last candle we light tonight signifies character. Our character defines who we are, how we think, why we act, and what we say or do. In NHS, a person of character contributes to the community not only through scholarship, leadership, and service, but with a mutually inclusive commitment to trust, honor, and respect. Character is taking criticism gracefully, working hard at self-improvement, and the willingness to go above and beyond simply for the sake of others. Being a member of NHS is a great privilege, but do not succumb to the praise that comes with this achievement. When I think of character, I'm reminded of what John Wooden once said. The true test to a man's character is what he does when no one is watching. Character in a high school student can mean a lot of things. For instance, the student who is given the easy road but takes the hard one has character. The musician who practices tirelessly to become better has character. The athlete who stays after practice to run a few drills with the freshmen who are struggling has character. We are fortunate to have many high-achieving students here at Carl Sandburg. We have selfless volunteers, hardworking students, and many natural-born leaders. What sets you apart as members of NHS is your ability to combine all these important traits, something which you should be very proud of. As you're inducted to NHS, I encourage you to think back on the challenges you faced to get here, and how all your hard work has paid off. However, now is not the time to become complacent. As a member of NHS, I challenge you to be a person of character no matter where you are, to continuously demonstrate the highest standards of honesty and reliability, and to be a leader for others to follow. Tonight, I hope you make a promise to yourself to make your actions and habits fulfill a life and legacy of excellence. As you are inducted into the National Honor Society, I challenge you to be a great student, role model, and person. Thank you. Now that the candles of NHS are burning brightly, I would like to ask NHS Co-Secretaries Maddie Kosler and Liz Kane to come forward to present the induction class of 2017.
It is our honor to present the 2017 inductees to the Carl Sandburg High School National Honor Society. We ask that you hold all your applause until all names have been read.
Leanne Abdallah.
Laura Abudan.
Nick Aaron.
Sarah Al-Baham.
Mona Al-Rizak.
Jimena Ancha.
Destiny Anton.
Gianna Arkelian.
Yasmin Ashkar.
Kayla Abdul.
Sophia Faiz.
Anais Balcazar.
Michelle Barbaro.
Thomas Burke.
Alyssa Bouchard.
Thomas Bukhari. Peter Bukhari.
Caitlin Bussey.
Nicholas Calderon.
Andrew Carollo.
Carly Cook.
Mitch Cookgraver.
Anna Dudorowski.
Rachel DeFries.
John Donald.
Farah Dugas.
Kayla Evans.
Aaron Falsey.
Alexa Fleck.
Eve Foley.
Gabriella Goral.
Sean Greenfield.
Nicole Hankey.
Sarah Hahn.
Aaron Hanania.
Mac Harlan.
Kennedy Harris.
Omar Hassan.
Catherine Heck.
Amen Hennessy.
Lauren Hernandez.
Brittany Higgins.
Carly Hildebrand.
Courtney Hyler.
Mithal Hundi.
Alex Hirschfield.
Haley Hoffmeister.
Rachel Halick.
Kate Hudson.
Cynthia Heine.
Matthew James.
Alina Joman.
Camille Jones.
Shaden Juma. Rachel Keller.
Angie Kazoom.
Hannah Kelban.
Sarah Kesha.
Morgan Colehouse.
Carson Kroll.
Kurt Konka.
Grace Kupchik.
Catherine Cusper.
Kenny Kwan.
Hannah Lansley.
Cassidy Leonard.
Daniel Licata.
Nellie Lynch.
Bridget Lynch.
Jillian Marino.
Victoria Marshall.
Inez Martina.
Clona McCormick.
Taryn Mitchell.
Lauren Izera.
Emily Morrison.
Jaden Mossman.
Amina Muzaffer.
Emily Murray.
Madina Mustafa.
Nicole Nelligan.
Lauren Nigella.
Emily Knoxon.
Marissa Nugent.
Bridget O'Connor.
Tasneen Osman.
Nina Panusis.
Caroline Hara.
Ria Patel.
Amanda Pavick.
Rhiannon Pearson.
Marissa Pellegrino.
Selene Pang.
Aaron Penzenin.
Cameron Petrosusi.
Sean Pitacora.
Bridget Radzicki.
Arwa Ramadan.
Cindy Reeder.
Jillian Richmond.
Kaylee Risser.
Janan Saeed.
Zachary Scarpelli.
Jory Schermacher.
Jana Shaheen.
Jacob Simonet.
Nicholas Scarbus.
Skylar Skubkowet.
Sophia Saris.
Antoinette Stepnick.
Alexa Stapleton.
Erica Scott.
Allison Sharbuser.
Erica Such.
Catherine Summers.
Zoe Zupanik.
Irene Travis.
Shannon Tripp.
Rachel Unzeski.
Angela Vanico.
Sophia Manikos.
Aristotle Vanicos.
Lisette Vargas.
Sherilyn Medusa.
Allison Walsh.
Caitlin Walsh.
Benjamin Walter.
Sydney Warnick.
Anna Wishlock.
Kate White.
Thomas Wint.
Samuel Wojcik.
Caitlin E.
Malak Satar.
Maikun Abiona.
Savannah Ayala.
Mira Azar.
Olivia Beveridge.
Seth Lipstein.
Ruth Chariot.
Diana Elmatari.
Violet Erickson.
Mary Grace Finucane.
Kristen Garcia.
Patrick Gardaki.
Luke Hatt.
Marcy Herrera.
Tyler Holt.
Ayo Jimo.
Samantha Leahy.
Cameron Manning. Hanania.
Elizabeth Ruda.
Griffin Schwartz.
Hannah Terlovsky.
Michael Zambrano. I would now like to ask NHS co-sponsor Ms. Anne Marie McGuire to lead the new inductees in the NHS pledge.
Now I ask that all the newly inducted members of the Carl Sandburg National Honor Society of 2017 please rise and repeat after me. I pledge myself to uphold the high purposes of the National Honor Society, to which I have been selected, striving in every way, by word and deed, to maintain and encourage the high standards of scholarship, leadership, service, and character, and to make the ideals of the National Honor Society the ideals of my school and of my life. I'd now like to welcome my co-sponsor, Mr. George Fear, to give some closing remarks. May I present the newest members of the National Honor Society. Now I'll introduce Mr. Fear.
On behalf of the members of the Carl Sandburg High School National Honor Society, you guys can sit, by all means, please. We're going to be here a while. I'd like to thank our honored guests, parents and friends for your participation in this evening's festivities. I'd also like to thank Eloquence and our pianist, Andy Zhao, for our musical accompaniment. I'm humbled to have been the NHS sponsor for the last 11 years. As evidenced by our student speakers, I have had the privilege to work with kids who possess incredible ability and character. However, I'd be remiss of me not to make special mention of one of our honored guests this evening. As many of you have heard, Mrs. Baker is retiring at the end of the school year. Under Mrs. Baker's leadership, we've seen an incredible shift in our school climate and culture. Her presence in our hallways and in our events will surely be missed. It is evident that Mrs. Baker has led in accordance to the pillars that have been spoken about this evening. The induction class of 2017 would like to present these flowers to Mrs. Baker as a thank you for her service. On a personal note, I'm indebted to Mrs. Baker, who interviewed me 11 years ago and recommended me to be hired when she was the English chair at Sandburg, and I was a 22-year-old college kid. I remember being so excited when I received the call from Mrs. Baker that I was going to be part of the Carl Sandburg family. I actually think I dented the roof of my car because I was like punching it because I was so excited. Inductees, this reminds me that we rarely succeed on our own. We owe a great deal of gratitude to the people around our lives and those who come before us, who help to cultivate our past. We try to show our best selves around one another, and unfortunately, sometimes our worst selves appear. Learning from our own mistakes and mistakes of others requires empathy, patience, and forgiveness. We need to be gracious and serve our communities with the same passion and thoughtfulness in which you've been served. I now ask the induction class to please rise for one more round of applause. Please rise. Induction class of 2017, you may recess to the PAC foyer. I look forward to working with you. As our inductees exit, I'd like to invite family and friends to a reception in the PAC foyer prepared by our current NHS members as a celebration of the excellence we've all shared this evening. Thank you. Good evening. Take care.